I'm Simon, property investor, and I've decided to document my latest property investment so you guys can see exactly how I buy it, how I refurb it to add value, how I rent it out for maximum cash flow, refinance, and go again and again and again. Follow the journey. So yeah, man, let's go and get the keys. Got a little gift for her down there. Always a good idea just to look after agents, give them the odd gift just to say thank you, because then they're going to be in your corner next time. So I'll see you in a minute. Pretty much there, yeah. And what's really, really ironic about this agent is, well, a lot of agents, they used to all be in town, but now they've moved a bit further afield to sort of like this industrial estate on the outskirts of my area. And this agent's actually right next to our accounts. So that's banter. Could like literally go and drop off some receipts whilst we collect the keys. How about that? So we're at the agents. I've got them a little gift to say thank you for all their hard work. Let's grab the keys and then we can go check out the property. Hello. Dawn?
Yes.
How are you?
I'm alright, thank you.
Just got you a gift.
I've not been on camera, so I'm so sorry.
Don't you worry about that. This is the main lady. She made it all happen for us. This is just Nick and everybody else. We're just documenting the purchase process from the beginning,
Okay.
all the way to us doing a massive refurb and all that stuff. So,
Okay. Alright.
thank you very much. That's for you.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Okay.
Amazing. Well, thanks so much.
Thank you
Okay.
so
Can we
much.
just do a little one of these?
Hello.
And I'll just do. Can I do a selfie?
Push can.
It's funny. Here we go. You've got the sign in. That's it. Amazing. Thanks so much.
Bye.
You alright? Don't mind Nick, he's just filming, we're just documenting the purchase process. You got hands, you good?
Yeah, good, thank you.
It's nice up here, isn't it?
Yeah, really nice.
Yeah, it's nice, nice, spacious, loads of lights.
Very
But
good.
yeah, we'll invite you all to have a look when we're finished.
At Sherwin Street.
Setting a goal of like 4 months, pretty big refurb, bang some en-suites in, make it look nice and hopefully add value.
Yeah.
So thanks a lot.
No
See you later.
worries.
Cheers. Sweet. It's the only one key. One key for a 7-bed. So yeah, I've been actually working with that agent for a decent length of time now. Wicked, done some purchases with them. Also done quite a lot of company lets with them. And it's just great because at the end of the day, it's a win-win. We're taking on properties on the let side. We're taking properties on the purchase side. And you can see they're lovely, lovely people. And I keep saying this, it's a people business. Relationships are key. Let's go check out the property. And yes, it's a 7th property, but still driving my baby, yeah? Yeah, assets over liabilities. So, property number 7, across the line, feels great. Unfortunately, my other half's ill today, otherwise she'd be here with us. It's a bit of a shame. But we'll go and have a look at it and then I have to take her to have a look later. But yeah, basically, long story cut short, we've purchased this property. It's on bridge and finance, so we want to be as quick as possible. So we're actually going to be starting works today and the clock begins. We want to do this in 4 months, which means I want to be triggering my refinance in 3 months, getting off the bridge onto a mortgage, locking it in for 5 years, pulling out as much money as I can, and then just locking into that cash flow. Now, if you've been following me, you'll know that I had a goal of 5 properties before 35. And I'm still 35, and this is property number 7. So, pretty happy with that. This should take us to around 10 grand a month net cash flow in owned assets, which is a big goal of mine because, look, the rent-to-rent thing's amazing, but I just want to make sure that whatever happens, I am good. I'll see you in a minute. Properties on this road. We've got one on this road. It's a 2 up, 2 down, and it's worth 185 to 190,000 pounds. You take a left here, and hey, Paul's already here, the main man, Big Paul. And this is the baby. This big. It's that whole building there. It's a big brick of a property. Paul's here. Let's go check it out. So
yeah, if we get them gates open, I reckon we can get them behind each other.
do you reckon we go? Do we have to open them from the inside?
So, yeah.
All right, cool. Just go in and have a look. Actually, I can just put it right outside the house. There you go, sold. There we have it. And you know what happens as soon as we buy a house, we put our sign on, okay? That's what it is. Yes, mate, so here it is. So you'll see what I mean, basically, right? All these properties behind me, a lot of them are 2 beds and they're worth about 180, pushing 200 grand. This is a huge plot. Not 2 beds, we're gonna be getting 7 beds out of it, 300 grand. I'm like, yeah, I like the sounds of that, let's go. So here we are, we've literally had the keys a couple of hours and they're already in there ripping it out. Let's go and have a look before there's nothing left. So here we are, our biggest development yet, a 7-bed HMO. As you can see, team is already in here. We've had the keys a couple of hours and we're already ripping out. There's mess everywhere. So let me give you a little tour, show you what we're working with before there's nothing left, and then I can take you through our plans. So, got Steve in here, because the whole property is literally just so much paper, so much wood chip, everything needs stripping. We're gonna have to re-skim this whole place. Now this was bedroom number 1, and about 10 minutes ago there was a wall here, okay? Not bad, but a little bit small, really. If you follow me, so as you come here, you move into this living room area, which, don't get me wrong, is a really, really nice, decent space. But then bedroom number 2 was behind me, and it just seems, I just don't like the fact you have to walk through this room while somebody's having their dinner or watching the TV to get to your bedroom. And then when people are, you know, here, maybe having a few drinks, having a vibe, you're literally sleeping in there. So it needs switching around, and that's what we're working on. So in here, come and have a look, I'll show you. As I say, we are not messing about here. Wall's already gone. But as you can see, this would have been bedroom number 2. So we definitely want to do something about this. And I'm going to tell you exactly what in a little bit, okay? Follow me. So, 2 bedrooms, lounge area. You carry on walking. You've got a cellar to the left, and then kitchen in the back of the house, which decent size. To be honest with you, the kitchen wasn't terrible, but just the configuration's all wrong. And to be honest with you, most of the works we're doing are gonna be down here because we're really gonna switch up the layout. If you follow me this way, it's gonna be a bit tight, a bit intimate, but in here, you've got shower to your right, and you've got a weird looking toilet and sink to the left, which I've got to be honest with you, is doggo. It's rubbish, it's filthy. You guys can't smell it, but it absolutely stinks. And then if you carry on going beyond the kitchen area, you'll notice that there's actually a pretty nice low maintenance garden area. And what's even better, I mean, I'm already ripping out. What's even better about this area is it's permit parking only, but we've actually got 2 parking spaces behind me. Happy days. So, plans downstairs. Look, one of the biggest issues we've got with this property is the configuration. The way it flows is all wrong. You've got people eating, and then you've got people sleeping right next to each other. You've got people cooking, and you've got people going to the toilet right next to people. It's not nice, okay? But we still need to keep the 7 bedrooms because that's where the value is. That's where I'm gonna get the cash flow. So, come up with a cunning plan. How about, instead of having both of the bedrooms at the front of the house, we switch the kitchen into the middle of the house, creating a larger bedroom at the front and then an ensuite bedroom at the back. Then what we do is, if you imagine here, this would just be a continued hallway, and instead of a window here, this will be a door, and this will be the exit to the garden. We will brick the existing door up, and hey presto, we're now starting to look more like it because things are flowing. Kept 2 bedrooms, we've got an ensuite. Hey, we might even be able to put a little cloakroom WC downstairs for room 1. Let's go and have a look upstairs. So follow me upstairs. We've got this massive landing area, and this is really, really nice. You'll notice that this property actually was an existing 7-bed HMO. So you'll see we've got a full fire safety system, smoke alarms, all that good stuff, which we might be able to keep some, but to be honest with you, I'm not banking on it. So you get to the top of the stairs, we've got this lobby. Currently, we've got this sort of strange bathroom area. Come on in, mate, coming in. Which is really, really tired. The layout's questionable. The tiles on naff. Water's flowing, bloody hell. Been already costing me money. I only just flipping got the keys, mate. I think utilities are going up. Do me a favour. So if you follow me, you've got what would have been bedroom 3. I think it still will be bedroom 3, to be honest with you. You've got this horrible wood chip. You've got a sort of storage cupboard where I think a boiler or something like that probably would have once been, which is just a waste of space. You have got this cute little fireplace original feature, but not too much to do here. Pretty much just rip out that, and potentially, because we've got plumbing behind me, we might be able to make this an ensuite room. Let's go take a look at it. Fire doors, self-closing. So, to my left, you've got, by the way, every time you see a blue cross, that means the wall's getting smashed. To the left, you've got sink and toilet. Keep walking. Next, you've got shower room, another cross, so that's clearly going. And then you've got bedroom number 4. This is one of the biggest rooms in the property. Decent size, lovely wood chip again. But essentially, the bedroom I just showed you, bedroom 3, backs onto this one. And we've got 2 times shower rooms or bathrooms behind us. So what we're thinking about doing here is making this and the last room back-to-back en-suites, because that's gonna mean we can charge a premium for these rooms, all right? Let's keep going. It's a big house. So as you can see, 2 more rooms on this level, and you've got the dreaded blue cross, which means this wall is going. I'll show you this one first. So, not a bad size room. To be honest with you, all of these rooms are pretty decent size. But if you look over here, this is a bit annoying because it actually sort of dog legs out and it's a waste of space. Also, if you look, when you walk in, it's a little bit cramped. So we're gonna play around with this layout, absolutely. And if we keep going, you've got bedroom number 6. Yeah, that's right. So 2 downstairs, 3, 4 back-to-back en-suites, number 5 behind me, number 6, and then 1 more upstairs. But as you can see, we're gonna play around with these walls. A lot of them are just studs, so simple. Not supporting, so we can rip them out to create more space. So on this level, hopefully, you're gonna have a nice communal bathroom. You're gonna have 2 back-to-back en-suites, okay? And then upstairs, let me show you the premium room. So, if you look at the floor plan, it's really interesting because when we purchased it, we could only get in this bedroom. We couldn't get in behind, which was a storage. But then on the floor plan, when I got home, I seen it said bedroom. So I'll show you that in a minute because there's loads of space, but this is our premium room. Let's check it out. If I can get in. There we are. And it's low level, watch your head. Yeah, literally. It's like, this door ain't for me. This door is not for me. So yeah, in here you've got a decent sized room, nice light, loads and loads of space for an ensuite in here. We'll probably just do something around. In fact, look, it's marked on the floor already. So you're gonna have ensuite here, and then you're gonna have bed over here, okay? You could have a rad, high level there, then wardrobe, and desk behind you because we are going for the student market. And then over here, as I said, I just thought it was storage. In fact, my offer got accepted, and then I looked and thought, "Raw, can I get an 8th bedroom?" I came down here, viewed it. I was like, "Oh no, maybe not." But what we can do with this space is we can make it into a plant room. So when you're doing 5, 6 bathrooms, you're going to need an unvented cylinder, not just a combi, okay? And they're pretty big. So what I'm suggesting is we have a plant room in here. So all our plumbing is here. We can lock it away, put a key in the safe, and it's just nice, clean, and tidy, which means we can save more space throughout the property. So when we're doing BRR, we ideally want to buy the worst house on the best street so that we can add value and refinance. But the interesting thing about this beast is it's by far the biggest house in the whole area. So it's a little bit tricky to gauge. But what I do know is you've got 2 up, 2 downs that are fetching close to £200,000. 185, 190 on Rightmove and constantly increasing. And if you go beyond this street, you've then got larger townhouses for 350, 400 grand. And a little bit further, you've got these beautiful 5-bedroom houses that are fetching over 500k. So what's this going to be worth? So I found this property on Rightmove. And as you can see, it's a big end of terrace, currently a 7-bed licensed HMO, which is great. It's already compliant. And as you can see by the pictures, not in great condition, okay? Not terrible, not in great condition, but the big issue with it was configured incorrectly. And I knew we could add massive value. And in this location, it was definitely worth adding to the portfolio. My mom told me, believe in karma. A year ago, we actually was set to purchase a house 4 doors behind me, which is like 10 doors from the new bad boy, should I say. And it fell out of bed the week before we was meant to exchange. We lost 1,500 quid and I was heartbroken. Well, guess what? We've got the best house on the street across the road now for not that much more money. So everything happens for a reason. As you know, I'm a big believer in mastering your area. So if you just cast your eyes 4 houses down, that brick one next to the grey one, we also own that property as well. So we know this area and we know we're gonna smash it. So what did I do? Well, I called up the agent. It was a Wednesday, I remember it well. And I said, how quickly can you get me around the property? And I know these girls in the agencies, they're lovely. And I was like, come on, let me round. And she was like, no, we're doing a block viewing on Sunday. I was like, ah. So I called back. I was like, look, is there any chance you can get me round there today? She said, look, Simon, listen, I'll tell you what, we'll get you round tomorrow before it's even, live, before it's open. So I went round with Lucy, we saw it, and we actually own a property 10 doors up, okay? 10 doors up, we've got a 2 up, 2 down. So we know the potential. It's right next to the university, prime. It's in an affluent area near some beautiful parks, nice coffee shops, not too far from the city centre. So we didn't mess about. I clearly said, look, what does the landlord need to take it off the market right now, cancel all the viewings and let me have it? They came back. They said 300 grand, I went with 300 grand and we locked it off right there and then. So now you know what we're dealing with. What are the figures? What are my aims? Well, we've picked it up for £300,000. We've used bridging finance because we want to do this quickly. And the definition of bridging finance, hence the name, is you use it to bridge from a purchase into a mortgage. So the aim is to turn this round in 12 weeks. We're gonna move quickly. We're gonna spend in the region of £75,000. We're gonna add at least £100,000 of value, refinance around 400, 450, maybe even 500, pull our money out, earn 2 grand a month net passive income and dance away into the horizon. Well, that's the plan. It sounds simple, but whenever is a refurb simple? We've got to make sure we keep the budget tight. We've got to make sure we get the refurb done quickly so we can get off this bridge because the bridging finance is expensive. And disclaimer, because we've got one of the biggest houses on the street, I need to pray that they're gonna give me comparables around the corner and see the fact that this is a 7-bed beast. Either way, it's gonna be a great ride, and either way, this property is gonna be cash flowing big. What about the cash flow? Well, we've got a lot of properties in the area, and I know that we can charge as much as £600 per month, if not a bit more, for ensuite rooms. But I tell you what, let's be conservative and let's say we're gonna get £550 per room. That's 7 rooms, so let's multiply that by 7, which gives us our gross rental income. Now, depending on the revaluation, let's just pretend that we get 450 grand. That'd be nice. I know, because I've got another one that I've done this with recently, the mortgage on that is going to be about 1,350. So let's deduct that. That gives us £2,500. It will be a student let, so no council tax. So if we deduct, say, £500 for expenditure, we're looking at a net possible cash flow of £2,000. And that's £24,000 a year. So there you have it, my latest 7-bed BRRRRR, my first bridge, my biggest development yet. Let's see what happens. 75 grand, 12 weeks. I'll see you on the other side. Oh, and if you've enjoyed this, make sure you hit the subscribe button. I'll see you in the next video.